There's only one thing better than coming home to toys on your doorstep after a long day of work. And that's when you come home to a box of toys that you didn't even know that you were getting and you got for free. Yes. Thank you, Todd. Love you, Todd. You guys know that Mexican on TikTok or whatever? The little short Mexican like this big, the tattoos all over, always doing those love you, God videos. Love that dude. Either way, Todd sent these out to me. Had a few of you guys hit me up in the comments going, bro, how do you get free toys? And I'm like, well, normally you have to have like no gag reflex, be able to like tickle the balls and the taint at the same time. Usually that's kind of how you do it. You get them. Luckily, I didn't have to go down that road because my buddy Ty used to work at McFarlane and he hooked it up. So I got in Dick Sucker free, which was amazing to get free toys without sucking dick. That's basically unheard of this day and age. There's another company, a rival company that rivals this company. They're called Hasbro. They have the Marvel license. They don't send out free toys for people to review. Here's what they do. They send you a sample of a toy. If you can get it all the way down your throat and literally lick the balls while it's down your throat, and then kind of maybe stick a finger in their ass at the same time. If you can do all that, maybe, just maybe, they will send you an action figure so you can review it on your channel, which they don't have to pay marketing or anything. They'll send you that. You have to review it, and then when you're done, you have to send it back to them. That's these guys' competition. Meanwhile, this company just sends you shit for free and said, hey, can you please review this for me or drop a hashtag or a like or something like that. That's the difference between Todd and Dwight. Todd's an OG gangster. Dwight's the OG dick sucker. That's the difference between these two companies. They have never sent anybody a full set of figures before the figures even came out. And they said, you know what? Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for all the free advertising. Go ahead and keep the figures, man. Thank you. Could you imagine the review that those ball lickers, those fuckboy channels that review Marvel Legends, could you imagine the review that they would give them? They would just like drop their pants, start jerking off on these toys, telling you how amazing. They would have no loyalty to the fans whatsoever. I got these for free. Hopefully I don't have to beat them up too bad. God, I hope they're good. Some of them look pretty good. Some of them look a little sketch. Todd, I want you to do good, man. You need to get a consultant, bro. You could do a little bit better. They're good toys. They're good. The whole 7-inch DC thing, I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence about it. So some of these channels, they do some really gay giveaways. They'll be like, hey, I got a giveaway. You know, so many subscribers, so many. There's nothing worse than that. There's nothing more embarrassing than a YouTube channel begging for subscriptions, begging for you to hit the like button, begging for you to hit the bell button. I've never once did that. I don't understand why guys do that when they do it. It's just weird to me. If they like your channel, they're going to hit the thumbs up button. If they really like your videos, they're going to hit the subscribe button. And if you think you did something amazing, they might actually share the video. You don't have to suck the viewer's dick to get views. If your shit is good, you're going to get the views. Me, on the other hand, I got enough subscribers. All the subscribers that I have are legit. They're real men, solid-ass dudes. They usually leave a "Let's Go Brandon" in their comments. I love that shit. So for you, we are going to do a giveaway. I'm going to work mine a little different than most of the dick sucker channels do. I'm going to give you this whole set of toys. The stipulation for this is that you have to have a YouTube channel, because I had some other YouTube channels hit me up going, bro, how do you get free toys? And I'm like, well, you got to suck dick. That's basically what you got to do. You don't have to suck my dick to get these toys. All you have to do is hit me up on Instagram, DM me on Instagram, and show me a picture or a video of your DC McFarlane collection. Whoever has the best DC McFarlane collection will get these toys. And I'm also not going to pay your fucking shipping. that's on you. So you will have to PayPal me, friends and family, probably 20, 25 bucks. I'll repackage them and send them out just the way I got them, for you can feel like you got some free toys. But then you have to review them. Hashtag McFarlane, hook up McFarlane, because McFarlane's the only one hooking people up. Hook them up. Send me the links in your video for I can check it out to see how shitty your video is. God, do a good video, man. That's it. Definitely excited for this one. The rest of them, well, Joker. On these, I already have this Joker where he's cutting his face off, but he's in a different costume. I kind of feel like Todd got lazy on that one. The Batman Zur, this is like one of the coolest Batmans ever. I do have the Mattel one of that, so we'll check that out. Wonder Woman. I don't know, man. I got enough Wonder Womans, but thank you, Todd, for sending these out. Robin, another Robin. I'll see how close of a Robin I have to this Robin, which I know I don't have a 7-inch. Well, I probably do have a 7-inch Robin. Then you have General Zod. I'll check out my other Zods. Man, look at the picture on the back where he's like standing on a pile of skulls. Like, where's that accessory at? That would have been cool. And then you got an Aquaman. I got tons of great Aquamans, but I'll pull an Aquaman out. The closest, I'm not going to pull out like 50 Aquamans. The closest Aquaman I have to this action figure, we'll compare it with that. Now let's check this shit out.
It's not the first time I've seen the side of you. I'm through, and now you're walking on such a thin line, and I'm about to lose my nerve when all of this has cost me so much. Now leaving in the dust everything we had, you threw it away, and I have wasted too much.
All right, got them pulled out of the package. Also dug through the shelves, pulled out the figures that I want to use for comparisons. We'll go ahead and start right down here with the Batman. As far as this set goes, I think my favorite figure in here is Zod. If I didn't already put my foot in my mouth, that's a figure that I would probably keep in my collection. On my collection, I am downsizing. I'm putting a ton of shit up on Macari, trying to get rid of it. On my DC figures, I'm trying to get down to like, if it's a character like Zod, I'm just picking my one favorite Zod and I'm selling all the other ones. As far as Aquaman goes, that's a tough one. I'll probably try to get down to like 4 or 5 Aquamans, considering I have, I don't know, 40 or 50 Aquamans. So definitely trying to downsize on that. A character like Robin, you definitely got to keep a few Robins. Wonder Woman, I'm already going through that collection. I think I got that down to like 5 Wonder Womans. The Joker is also a tough one for me. I'll probably keep like 10 Jokers. So it's, you know, it's kind of whatever. Then this Batman here, which I really like this Batman. I went ahead and pulled out the Mattel one. The old Mattel figures, I got a soft spot in my heart for these things. For one, I like the 6-inch scale. Here they are side by side. So you can see the 6-inch scale. If you want to compare these two figures, there's no comparison. Todd completely fucked these dudes up. This thing looks way better. Look at all the sculpted detail on the stitching, on the boots. On this one, you got these generic boots. It's just a crappy repainted toy for this Batman, and he actually did like a one-off sculpt, which I don't know how he gets the money to do one-off sculpts on pretty much every single figure that he does. He doesn't just reuse shit like all the other toy companies do, which props for that. Just that alone is amazing. He comes with the knife. The knife is pretty cool. And he also comes with the bat with spikes in it. This one just comes with the regular bat with no spikes in it. So these two, like whenever I say, like whenever these companies want to redo a figure or a character that somebody did, if you're not going to do it better than the first people that did it, don't waste our time. Don't try to waste our money. We already have one. If we're looking for this Batman, whichever one we like better, we're just going to go ahead on eBay or Macari or whatever and pick that shit up. So there's no comparison on this one. Look at even like the sculpted detail like on the bat and underneath the bat. The belt is cool. The cape is cool. I kind of like the rips in this cape. I like the real animated cartoony look of this one. Todd definitely puts a serious twist on his figures, which I also like. But if I had to get down to like one Batman figure of this style that I was going to keep, which I will keep one of these, which obviously I'm giving this one to you guys, so I'm obviously keeping this one. I like the 6-inch scale. Considering I have so many DC figures to piece them apart, like the Ultimate DC collection, it's not hard to find ones that match the 6-inch scale. Everybody's kind of all over the place, but Todd, you killed it on this one. You actually did a really good job. I really like this figure. Unfortunately, I'm just real into the 6-inch scale. I don't know why he didn't go with a basic 6-inch scale like Marvel Legends or something. I don't know what he was thinking with that. That's one thing, I guess, where if he had had a consulting team or somebody to talk that over, that would have been a good idea. Then you have the Joker. This is the one that I have that's closest to that Joker. This was also like a 7-inch scale, but his 7-inch scale is like even oversized. So once again, like, this is one I wouldn't mind adding to the collection, but I have so many Jokers. If it's time to cut back, he gave him an axe. This one has the plumber or the mechanics outfit. He has a plumber's range, so that's why I said plumber. Has a tool bag on there, plenty of tools. That's really cool. I love this figure. Look at the head. So it's the same head as on this one. I think this is a costume, like, I think he just reused a Joker body that he already had, put a different head on it. He definitely got a little lazy on this one. If you guys couldn't come up on this, maybe this would be a nice filler. I don't get it. Like, this is an easy one for me to get rid of because I definitely want to keep this one in my collection forever. This one will never leave. He'll be like one of the 10 Jokers that I actually do keep around. And then you have this Wonder Woman. This is like the gold series, so I think this is going to set you back a little bit more. Comes with the lasso. I kind of like how he did the lasso for you can actually slip that around an action figure. It's like a little bit of thought actually went behind it. Then you actually have a loop for her hand on the other side. So well played on that. But the downside to this is you got a little hook here on the belt and you can't display this in the hook. So the hook is kind of pointless. It's like he should have thrown in 2 lassos, which it's a gold series. I think you're paying a little extra. And for you to have one to hang on her belt, which would have been cool. Has the shield, paint apps, actually has paint apps, tons of sculpt work on this figure. He's never stingy on the sculpt. And on this one, he's definitely not stingy on the figure. Has that rubber diaper on this. This actually really works on this one. Let me see. This is another one where the rubber diaper, like that, like the rubber diaper really is amazing most of the time. Then some of the times it just doesn't work. This is where I really like it because I think that's a way cleaner looking than other action figures how they do it. On the Joker, it's a little saggy in the crotch, but it still kind of works. Like, I get what he's trying to do, and I do like that also. The Wonder Woman, if I was going to keep one armored Wonder Woman in my collection, which I just got done going through my Wonder Woman collection, I'm trying to keep it on the 6-inch scale. So she's going to be the one armored Wonder Woman that I am going to keep in my collection because I'm doing my amazing giveaway. So one of you lucky souls out there will be able to add this thing in your Wonder Woman collection. And then you have the Robin down here. I think he absolutely killed it with this Robin. I went and looked through my Robin collection. He's definitely like that 7-inch scale size. Like, this is a more mature Robin, like an older Robin. So like the size kind of works out. I went in the Robin collection and I didn't have this exact costume. This is the closest costume that I could get to the Robin. And on this figure, I think he absolutely killed it, other than the big chunky pins. Like, other than that, he killed it. Tons of paint apps, tons of sculpting work. Look at the leather texture in the boots. Like, the texture on the pants, the texture on the sword handle, and the leather cape. He absolutely killed it on this figure. This is another one that I'm sitting here looking and going, man, I don't know, like when I'm selling this shit and get rid of my collection, like it's not easy. Like, I'm trying to reduce it to a manageable collection, but when you got figures like this, like, you're like, whew, I don't know if I'm only going to keep like 5 Robins. And should this be one of the 5? Well, not this one, because you guys are going to get it. But here's the Robin. I think I mean, if it wasn't for the pins, This would be like a perfect action figure. Like, it looks really good. I think he hit a home run on that one. Then you have the Zod down here. The Zod is really good. It comes with a bunch of extra hands, but he doesn't come with anything to hold, so I don't really understand the point of sending us extra hands. Like, that makes no sense to me. Did the rubber diaper on that. That really works well on this figure. Like, that really looks good. Once again, the big chunky pins, which sucks on this because you got the silver boot and the black pin here. If he would have painted that silver, that would have been a nice touch. It doesn't look like he's stingy with the paint, so I don't know why you couldn't put a little silver paint on that thing. It just, that kind of kills it for me. The back of the figure looks good. Tons of sculpt work, decent paint work. This is by far my favorite Zod figure, so if I'm trying to downsize on my collection, the only thing on this is the scale. Like, it's definitely a 7-inch scale. Here's a 6-inch figure. This is the one from the movie. This one back here is like one from the comic book. I really don't like that figure at all. When I was going through my Zod collection, I was like, oh, let me see which cool Zod I have. And this is the only cool Zod that I have, but it's going to be your guys' Zod that you're going to have. This one will be missed. I think he did it. It's a home run on a Zod figure. It couldn't be any better. This is the movie one. The helmet comes off. I do have a couple more movie Zods. I hate to, mix water and oil in my collection, but I think as far as Zod goes, I might have to do that, or I just won't have a Zod in my collection because I don't like this Zod at all. Like, I just think that's complete garbage, which that one I will be actually looking forward to get rid of. And then Aquaman, I started going through the Aquamans, and as far as keeping one in the collection, he did a pretty good job on this one. The face sculpt, it just seems a little off to me. It's good. It's definitely not perfect though. The costume choice absolutely killed it. Like, that costume couldn't have a cooler costume. The Trident is cool. Here's a 6-inch Mattel one. So if I'm gonna keep one Aquaman in my has like a shine on his face, like he's wet. I wonder if that was on purpose, if that was just some crappy paint. I'm not real sure. I do like the style of the Mattel figures. I know they're not the best action figures. I just like the 6-inch scale. They weren't cheap with the sculpt. They sculpted the scales on there, which that's pretty cool. And the Trident is amazing. They put tons of work into that Trident versus that Trident is just one color. So that's a 6-inch Aquaman. So I'm going to try to get my Aquaman collection down to like 3 or 4 Aquamans. I'm going to try to keep it around the 6-inch scale figure. That way when Todd makes his bigger characters, you can kind of mix and match on how these really oversized ones, like that Man Bat coming out. I hope they give me that one, because if they don't, I'm going to have to buy it, because that's one that I have to have in my collection. Then you have this one. This is a DC Direct, DC Collectibles, DC whatever. They changed the name so many times. This is truly amazing. Like, that's actually like a sparkle, kind of a gold orange paint. Really good. And so if you're going to compare these two, I just pulled that one out because he has long hair, and I was thinking I would have another version like this. The long hair with the beard, they're rare. I only had a couple of them, and that's like the closest one to resemble this one. So here he is with the DC Direct. So if you're already into the 7-inch scale, you can just tell how his just seems a little off compared to this one. Like, when you're going to make an action figure, Todd, like, look and see what's out there. You have to beat what's already been made, or don't bother making it. He's a good Aquaman. I'm sure Aquamans are probably fairly expensive. Like, when I'm like looking this shit up before I put it on Macari, I'm blown away by how expensive some of these figures are. Like, some of these figures are like 60, 70, 80, 100 bucks for some action figure that I have 80 of that's been sitting on my shelf forever. All right, so as far as the contest goes, for everybody that copped out of the video early, you guys are completely fucked. Here's how you got to do it. You have to have a YouTube channel. On your YouTube channel, you have to have a DC McFarlane collection, some kind of collection video. You can tag that in Instagram, tag me the video. However, I have to see the video. I have to see that you are a fan of McFarlane DC. If you're not, just fuck off. Like, this is not for you. Whoever has the best DC McFarlane collection that sends me a video, on Instagram or somehow, I don't care how you get it to me, or pictures or whatever you have to do, then I will send you a message to send me my $25 fucking for shipping, and I will box these things back up and send them to you. And you have to say "Let's go, Brandon" in the comments. I know I don't like asking for comments and shit, but that's just so funny. And gas is $5 a gallon in Vegas right now. So let's go, Brandon.